Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes offense will get the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the foot.
Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. White wants to throw it. Grab near the marker is Roberts. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking for room, it's Edwards. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Huskies are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to...
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again.
That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
A play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This offense has it with really good field position. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
White going to attack through the air. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. The official says no good. After the miss, no. The score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
and the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got out of trouble and throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, and he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll try the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. Thomas looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the 1st down. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Here's the give off the left side. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Try to get it to the edge. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights. Good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Thomas back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the...
He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. The Huskies moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Thomas looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Got rid of it just in time. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? White wants to throw it. Buys a little time. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Steamrolls his way ahead. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 7 over Charlotte. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. A little further. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Edwards.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire with the catch. It's McCoy. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Thomas back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Webb. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Using the quick game. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. The give to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
With the catch, it's Webb. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll send the back in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rodgers. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. White going to attack through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big...
Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Illinois offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Hand off to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a net.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to get the corner. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions,
and the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Thomas looking to fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch on the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball, and then using their speed to get there to make a nice tackle.
Runs for the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Making side adjustments here. Got a little space. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you
unloads it downfield. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Johnson looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ball.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Miller will go to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Johnson wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much